Boom, okay, I think adverts are over. Everything's good. I have consumed the food. I got my drink. My paging desk is still a mess. Something just pinged in my ear very loudly. I don't know what it was. Okay, no idea what just pinged somewhere. Anyway, good. Let us begin the painting. Oh, what the fuck is this? Uh, huh. Anyway, let's do this. Is my mic working? My mic looks like it's working. I think it's working. What could go wrong? Absolutely everything. And nothing. So, without further ado, my zipper's closed. Yes, okay. Let's begin. Bam. Haha! Perfect! Good evening, everybody! Ugh. Is it me or the music? Is the music loud? I don't know. Hold on. My microphone volume might have changed. Yeah. Testing. Where's my audio settings? No, I think it's fine. It's just loud in my speakers. Just that. So, yeah. Today, continuing this lad. And then also, probably unlikely, but I have a few other models here that I thought I'd have done beforehand, but then, things. So let me just get these B2s out of the way. This is for another project that probably going to be an off-stream project, but it's on my little Legion units here that need to be ready. Let me, shoot. Where did I put these? So I get for having a little time to prepare beforehand. You're just going to go right here next to me, where I'm probably not going to be airbrushing tonight. Famous last words if I need to airbrush something. I guess I can take a look at this super tactical droid, which I get bashed up with some bits and bobs from the customized set and on the spare B2 arms. So, ironically, Helldivers themed, and I kind of like it. So, yeah, say hello to my. Will he be operative or he's going to be commander? I think if he's Helldiver themed, he's going to be more operative, used for operative work. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so I'll probably just give it Helldiver theme. Well, yeah, I'm not quite. The cape does not seem to want to mount correctly, and I don't know why. Worst case is I make it work with a little bit snippy and cementy. But of course, cape goes on absolute last. Just so I can actually paint the damn thing. But yeah, cool little lad. I got enough parts to make a second one, maybe even a third. Ooh, maybe even a third one actually. Holy shit! With a bit of putty work, they do to give the parts. I can do. Ooh, plans. But yeah, for now, you're not important today. Ah, like that. See, get chucked aside. You're gonna just go slightly off screen there, just above the Kitsune wife. Whoa, focus, please. All you do have to do is clear the space. Clear this guy is. Do a quick brush off of the very minor bit of dust that's apparently on this thing. Yep. Touch up a little bit of this, and then work on the rest of the armor pieces tonight. And then see how far we get. We just get a little bit of a brushy brush, soft brush to brush, not so much the dust, I guess my own dandruff, flaky scalp off of this. Yeah, I know, yeah, here at the side of this trim, I got one spot I missed. Don't know how the heck I did that. Because it's not blue, I didn't make a paint mistake. I just somehow missed this little spot right here with the brass. It's like, how did I manage that last time? I don't know. Hello, Clonova. Welcome. Hope you're doing having a good time. So let me just quickly dust off the bits I have here. Then, since I've noticed that missed piece, check over what I've already painted. If it's good, I'll begin trim painting and doing the painting of all the other armor panels, and then hopefully I'll have this done tonight. Unlikely, but at least I have a very good chunk of progress finished for this, because pretty much inner framing I'm going to call done. Now it's just all the armor panels and small detail bits that look like they're going to be visible and worth doing. So yeah, also, goddamn, I completely forgot to work on the base again. I want to expand this rubble this way a bit. It feels like this is like a splot of rubble that's convenient for it to step on. I think I need to expand it outwards, at least off the base this way, to make it a bit more natural. Like there's a wall that knocked over around here. And maybe, yeah, just a bit of that. And also, I have a third-party 170mm oval base I need to then place it on top of and then do the outlining to see how I can easily just stick it down to upsize the base to work for 40k use. But later, let's get the damn let's get this fucker going. So get the camera. Did I just see the exposure value change after I set a fixed exposure value? Hold on. Get over here, you little shit. Your exposure went back to auto. I did not want an auto exposure. I want a fixed exposure. Too bright. Just right. There we go. And then the focus should be... I found... Why are my hands... Oh. Ring lights fell, that's why. Whoa, camera. Whoa, hey, I'm having a bit of a limp... I'm having a bit of a limp dick on my camera right now. 1 second. Ooh, it's camera. Camera, stop. Stop tilting. I see you slowly tilting. Good enough. Okay. So yeah, let us begin. So first, the colors again was I working with. I was using Balthazar Gold for these little detail spots, visual detail spots here. Runelord Brass for the main armor trimmings. This Faust Blue for these armor panels themselves, which looks quite nice. Then I'm going to have to, for following the Legio Mortar scheme, I'm going to need a red, which I have many reds to do, although I think Sword Hilt Burgundy seems like a good complementary color to what I'm using. I'm not sure. I feel like the red needs to be a bit more pronounced, maybe a bit brighter than that. Then I do have other reds. Do I have a dark red might be a bit sharper? Ooh, what else do I have? I'll figure out a red. Let's work on the blues first. Again, I play Space Marines, Blood Angels. I have a lot of reds to choose from. Bloop. And of course, I got some Doom Metals as well. The Doom Metals are really good metallic black that I love to use. And I've got some Gunmetal, which I'm probably going to come back and very carefully dot the rivets with later. Keyword is later. So let's see. Have I missed or made any mistakes or missed any spot of paint here that isn't directly apparent? Just a quick inspection. She come back to sculpting one for the clay, can't bury yourself in unfinished clay works. Ooh, all right, yeah, clay. Yeah, I want to do those do one of those videos where they do the air dry clay with anime characters and stuff. I want to get into that. I have a block of clay actually already here. Then I realized I need time to actually practice it, and then I'm barely even having time for my own stuff right now with life. But yeah, I don't want to get into that clay sculpting as well. Because once I can do that, I can sculpt anything. So I need to touch up the trim on the back of the generator a little bit. Maybe something here needs to go a little bit brassy up. What the heck is it? Hello, I see a little someone down there. What else? Oh, spot of the Balthazar Gold to touch up the sides here, looks like. Hello?
Good morning.
Ah, good morning, Plum. How goes?
Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, Mardi Gras, Ramadan, everything.
Happy don't need to work for 3 days. Haha.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Good
I
morning,
only had
Brom.
yesterday off, President's Day.
President's Day.
Hmm.
I hope we had fun.
I cooked all day.
I'll call that fun, probably. There's a
Yeah,
spot there. But
made a
nice.
king cake.
Aha. But are you back to work now? Or are you still on holiday?
No, I'm currently on my way to work.
Ah, of
If I
course.
was, if I was, if I wasn't driving, I wouldn't be in here.
Oh, so you only watch me when you're driving. I see how it is. Okay,
No,
fine.
what
I'm.
I'm saying is I wouldn't hop into the voice call because I can't read chat while I'm driving. I can't type while I'm driving.
Nice. Oh
If
well.
if I were off, then I'd be able to watch you like a normal person. But instead, I'm abusing my mod privileges, being your stream with that.
Yeah, yeah, you're being Abby normal today, right now. What's this?
Being
Colored
what?
plasticine and plastic knives. Never tries to war freedom. Oh, nice. Okay. You're being Abby normal today. Instead of being a normal viewer, you're being Abby normal. You're being Abby normal and abusive of your mod powers.
Happy normal.
It, it's a, was it, a joke from Young Frankenstein.
Oh, I've not watched that.
Oh. Basically, at one point, he asks his version of Igor to find a brain, specific brain, and so he goes to this college to get it, and then he actually gets the wrong one, and
Oh,
he notices last minute, I think, that the one he got is called abnormal, but he says it's called Abby normal.
oh,
Let's
that
try to get
my
out of
name is
trouble.
not abnormal.
What name was on the brain? Abby? Abby what? Normal?
That's my
Abby Normal.
that's my new VTuber name. I'm gonna come back as Abby Normal.
Yep, Abby Normal. Young Frankenstein was a funny movie. Oh, I also probably a very, very old movie now.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it new? I don't know.
It's very old. I think, was it Young Frankenstein or Son of Frankenstein? Basically, it's his son, and he ends up copying his entire father's experiment
Oh,
with the Abby normal
Dr.
brain
Frankenstein.
inside.
You're working on the iconoclast today, the big boy.
Yep. Ideally, I'm going to finish it tonight. I'm not going to finish it
Ooh.
tonight. There's too many armor
Oh,
powers. I
oh,
might, though. And we'll see when I get sleepy, pretty much, since I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Haha.
yeah. You can stream as long as you want.
Yep. The base will not be done tonight, for sure. The base needs a lot more work. At least the robot
Oh,
can be done. And I can carefully put this thing to the side because it's taking up a good chunk of my desk space. I've got
I feel
this
like you need
thing. Hmm?
more desk space, but
Yeah, I just need more space in general.
yeah, same.
Hey, I'm gonna add a building to my throne. There we go. Yes, you can do that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can add add a shed, add a tiny house.
yeah. No, I'm gonna add that place where you can get your title ship to a piece of land for
Oh
some
yeah,
small fee. Just get just hold get a chunk of that land and next to each other, and then make a
for a bit,
house.
yeah, for the streamer house.
Yes, exactly. Which is get a cohesive plot near the road, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
So Killanova says he'd be down for a Frankenstein VTuber that which role plays to fit the role. Aha!
You know what? I have been thinking that I need someone to draw other than myself and Zionic. What if I just come up with I need to design an OC.
An OC Frankenstein
Yeah, like
with
a
a
VTuber, a Frankenstein girl named Abby Normal.
with with a massive dick because that is a running joke in the show.
What?
In the thing, it's one of the gags that he's a very, very good lover.
Oh, I mean, that doesn't mean he has a massive dick, though.
It's probably more massive than normal. I'm honestly forgetting if there's a gag about that directly, but as I say, it's multiple times it's been, as to say, it's heavily implied he's a very good lover. The monster, by the way, not Frankenstein.
Oh. Does Frankenstein's monster have a name, or is it just
I think just
Frankenstein's monster?
I think it's only ever been called the monster, but people always call it Frankenstein because that's the name of the show.
Right.
No, wait, no, the monster's Abby Normal. There we go. That's the brain side. Abby Normal.
Yay!
Bro got born, assigned streamer at birth. Yes, indeed. Plum has assigned them as streamer.
Assigned VTuber at birth.
Yes. Not the born identity, the born VTuber.
This VTuber was born. Oh, see, then their lore could include Dr. Frankenstein.
Yes. You will be the Dr. Frankenstein, technically. The
Oh
plum.
my gosh, is this Dr. Nimue?
Yeah, Dr.
Dr.
Plumenstein
Nimue's
Namui.
monster.
And your monster.
Yes. I've created a monster.
They got a fan art.
I'd have to wear uh, those giant rubber gloves and a lab coat.
Ayo. Ayo, don't kink shame me.
Why is there a fire truck here?
Yay, fire truck. Wee woo.
Oh, we. I take a shortcut through like a service road. It's just where like like the city garbage trucks and
Oh, free
the
parking,
heavy
that's why. There we go.
salt trucks are. But I think they came because there's a gas station like for trucks and things.
Yeah. There we go. So let's see. So we got to go through all the. We have to have the VTuber lore. We have to have the do the debut things for this new OC of yours.
Yeah, yeah, we gotta.
Like, how
The
did you
whole
get to the
work
point
field
of making the
being
monster?
created. Yeah, I mean, if we're going on like the weird like Twitter family lore stuff, I mean, I created Fiasco
Oh,
because like there's no way he could have been born from a human. It's a giant metal skeleton thing, right?
we're gonna force Frankenstein Fiasco.
No, what I'm saying is, uh, technically, Fiasco has already been created, so the next step is to create a human.
Haha. Well, there we go then.
Going from skeleton to something with flesh.
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 Hey, you did say she, so there are possibilities.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it could be a he named Abby.
Or both.
Both.
Or yes. Or insert every hashtag I've ever looked up in one go, interchangeably.
Uh, maybe I don't want to do that.
Maybe I'll do it then. Huh.
I don't know every hashtag you've looked up, but I
Yes.
don't
Answer
know
is
if I want
yes.
to know. Yeah.
If you can think it, yes.
Mm. What was it Rule 34?
Yes. Exactly. Although said site's kind of shit nowadays. It's full of AI bullshit now.
What is?
The certain 34 site.
Oh,
Let's just say half the results are all AI bullshit now.
yeah. AI's everywhere.
Like,
It's bad.
I can't fap to this. There's no perverted soul behind this art.
Yeah, give
Half
me
the
my
fun,
man. Uh,
half the fun is like, oh, he's into the same shit I am. That's concerning. There's no soul behind this.
yeah. No one wants soulless smut.
Yeah, exactly. Soulless smut. That could be a VTuber name.
Maybe not. I mean, I guess they wouldn't stream on Twitch, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
probably.
I guess it would depend on whether Twitch allows smut to be part of a username or not.
Yeah, good point. I know I
I
could
don't know
use
if
the
that's
word about getting
still
automodded a
up.
few times. In some
What?
people, I know I've used the word a few times about getting automodded.
Oh, see? So they might not allow you to use it as a username. You have to stream over on another website
Other sites,
on the sites
other
where,
places.
where only your fans can survive.
Yep. As well as yeah, technical difficulties would take 5 hours to fix to teach Frankenstein Monster how a computer works. Yep. I just plug Frankenstein Monster into the computer. Aha,
Dun, dun,
Abby,
dun.
an Abby normal connected to the computer directly. Did I forget your head? No, I didn't know. I kept that gold for that.
Forgot somebody's head?
No, I thought I forgot. I meant on the side of one of the trim pieces on this knight's nose, I somehow had a whole spot of black primer. So like somehow my brush missed that part completely. And I
Oh,
painted everything else around that part. It was like, whoopsie. So I was
got
like,
distracted about a sexy Frankenstein.
yep. Like I'm rechecking what I've done right now before I actually start painting everything else. I'll say though, this thing has been a lot slower progress than I honestly thought it would have been. But also, I've just been busy beyond my stream days. So I was like, yes, this has only been worked on once a week.
It's also a ginormous kit.
Yup. Which needs hand painting because of the small panels and stuff. It's not an easily airbrushable thing.
Yeah.
But it's fun for sure.
Hmm.
See, AI's only good at recognizing patterns. Everything else they've been trying to use it for is nonsensical tech heresy. Yes, indeed. Tech heresy, indeed.
Say tech heresy.
Yes, tech heresy. It's a
So
Warhammer
really
thing.
Tuesday.
Yes, in Warhammer, all forms of AI are outlawed in the Imperium.
Good.
So, no AI allowed because of an AI uprising that happened. That again, it's a weird case of it was a very, very small event in the lore, but it was such a drastic bullshit event that's like, yeah, no, AI is outlawed in every shape or form.
We need to take some tips from Warhammer.
But they did replace it with lobotomized prisoners having their brains jammed with computers. So the final decision making is being done by a human brain, technically. Even if it is a heavily lobotomized person who may or may not
Oh,
be screaming for help.
maybe we don't take that part of Warhammer.
It's like they're supposed to be lobotomized and able to see what's going on, supposedly. So don't mind the random screams for help and pleas for help. They're doing their duty.
Police, go forward.
Yep.
I'm sitting here at green light, and there's a police car in front of me that was just sitting
You
for
should
no
beat the police
reason.
car. Don't beat the police car.
I
What if you
rear end
did?
the police car,
Oh my. So
blocked from
violent.
my job.
Ah,
Hey, Plum, why are you late to work? Oh, I got upset and rear ended a police car.
yeah.
Don't
Totally
mind me.
understandable. Please continue.
Yeah.
We do not we do not condone rear-ending police cars. Or do we?
What?
We do not condone rear-ending police cars. Probably.
No, we do not.
Look how 40k wins, but they essentially preyed on billions of autocorrects as conscious. Yeah, exactly. It's like, and have you seen how well autocorrect is sometimes?
Yeah.
There's a reason why I don't use autocorrect when I type. I have never once used autocorrect ever, unless I've done it accidentally. Which I use
Yeah, I
most of
don't
my it's just on
autocorrect,
typos.
but autocorrect uses me is what happens.
Ayo.
I'll type something like in a text and then go back and read it after I've sent it and a word has been changed. I was like, what? I didn't type this.
I just turn it off completely. No auto. I don't need any word prediction, autocorrect, or nothing.
Yeah.
I type what I type, and I accept what I accept. If I type the complete wrong word, it's because I just typed the completely wrong word.
Yeah. All right. Time for me to go into work.
Have a good day at work, Plum. Thanks for popping in.
Thank you for being Coleman FM.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Boy, boy. Yeah. Yeah, AI is just creative. Yeah, how should I put it? Beyond the whole how the language models get made and stuff. In terms of like creative AI things, just there's no soul to it. There's like meh, just meh. I mean, there's some things that's good. Like if you're trying to correlate data and stuff together, it's like, yep, it helps finding patterns. But beyond that, it's like, no, just. Like, it should be an assistant, not the actual thing doing it. Fortunately, it seems too many people are trusting it, just it doing it, and then we get a clusterfucker that we have now, right now, of just bullshit. Oh, well, maybe the bubble will pop, especially with all the RAM price stuff happening. It's like, oh, you want to get RAM? How about, fuck you? Like, they may have crashed the RAM market, but that means they've crashed it for themselves as well once they run out. And then what's going to happen? Like, as far as I know, I believe AI technically is not profitable. It's just had a lot of cash influx to it, and there's not going to be much dividends coming back to them soon. And when they realize that, they're probably not going to put money. They're not going to do. They're going to not put money into it anymore. There's all this AI finding cycles there. That's hallucinations. Yeah, I do think it's kind of funny seeing some of the AI hallucinations of the weird ass shit it generates and stuff. It was like, that makes no sense what you just did, but I can see how you got to that point. I was like, yeah. But I very much. Do I think I actually make zero use of any form of AI whatsoever. Even how Google nowadays it has that little summarized AI summarized part at the top of the thing. I minimize that and go straight to the results I want because, as far as I know, all it's done is summarize multiple website results that may or may not actually even relate to each other. So I was like, yeah, no, get that shit out of my face. I want the actual results down below, which I can filter myself to get an answer from. Because then I know for sure that answer, in the context I'm searching it up for, will be correct. What? Oh yeah. I guess it's like trying to adopt the technology quickly, trying to market it quickly, and then it's like, y'all didn't think this through properly. Wait. Oh yeah. Ah, crap. I was meant to put this. I was meant to off stream to finish the magnetization of this. Crapples, crapple apples. I should have done that off stream beforehand. I do believe this wasn't magnetized correctly. Yep. So if this is gonna go like that, I think I can still handle the magnetization. I just can't touch these for painting, which is fine because it's gonna have to stay to the side anyway. So yeah, let me quickly. Where's my putty? Or no, I'll do the putty later. Tonight is a paint focus night. I'm only gonna paint. So these arm bits anyway are pretty much done with the side. So that's magnetization later. They put AI in search engines. Everyone 40 plus is using that as well. Yeah. What's worrying is more is that so many people who are blindly trusting and believing it, instead of wondering, is this really is this right? Grok, is this true? They are Grok, is this truing the results pretty much. And it's like, very, very concerning. And of course, this is the case. So basically, those who are into the field. Actually, no, that's not even really the case, because there seem to be those who are into the field who are fully absorbed by it, and others who are, like me, are like, I don't trust this thing one bit. Interested to see what happens to it, but I don't trust this single one moment, one bit. I know how bad this can go wrong. I can understand how horrible this can go. It's too sus. Because now, as I'm saying that, and I'm kind of looking, of all these pieces I have here are meant to be the red pieces right now. I need to actually position these to see which is which. I think actually I got the majority of the blue armor done already. Hold on. Let's see, but yeah. Suppose only time will tell. Oh god, did I mix up which plates these were? I might have. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to manually check. Wait, okay, so these are blue. I'm getting all the blue armor panels I need to do first to one side. I guess was it don't drink responsibly, AI responsibly. There we go. That's the recommendation. Be sure to AI responsibly. Is this the body piece? I think so. Oh, I'm trying to see which piece this one is. Up. Up. Which way? Where does this... How does this piece go? I'm not... Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. No, this is the side of the arm. Okay, so this is blue. It looked like it was the torso. No, it's the side of the arm. It's blue. This is the rear, so this is going to be red. Red. These little ones are going to be the blue for sure. There should be 4 of those. Yes. These are the toe pieces. That's going to be 6 of them, which will be blue. 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. 6 of the toe pieces. Do you know, reminds me of hoverboards, how they decided to trademark futuristic concept to disappointments which aren't fulfilling the function. Yeah. Exactly. Like, a lot of hoverboards, they have required too much tech behind it to make it work, right? I think also, I remember someone did a quadcopter hoverboard, but then there's now, like, not licensing issues, flight control issues or something, or flight laws, where it counts as an aircraft, and so you can't actually use it that many places. Which is kind of funny. Hold on, let me see. Is this it? Ooh, hold on. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. So this is the entire torso. This is the chain of torso armors. And then it has a stubby banner at the bottom. There we go. So then these 2 other banners, they're going to get fancy colors to it. So these will put to the side for other colors. This is part of the arm armors. So those will be here for the bluings. These, I believe, is also part of the arm armor, but I can't confirm just yet. Then these 2. These, I'm trying to... Okay, these are the sides of the feet, I think. Or the rear of the feet. Hold on, what travel? Come on, there's enough space between cars planes to get through. Yeah, no, there was a YouTube video I saw where the guy, he made a quadcopter hoverboard, which he was flying around. It turns out he got fined by some sort of air enforcement agency because he landed it on the street. And it seems because it counts as an aircraft, by landing in the street, he landed an aircraft in the street, which was against the law or something, and so he got fined for that. So he's fine to take off and fly around it, but he can't land in the street with it. And I was like, well, that's a bit of an inconvenient problem now, isn't it? If you can't legally land the damn things. But yeah, that was again amusing, but yeah. Of course that would be the case. Of course something like that would happen. These are more red pieces. These sides of the leg are also red, but I think they're gonna be red, but I know some pictures, especially those leg pieces, they do red and blue striping, which I might try to do, honestly. And then the blue pieces is alternating, so these two are going to be blue. The little flag is going to be red with these pieces in red. Oh no, wait, top one's going to be blue. Here we go. So alternating blue pieces. So what is a mystery is these 4 armor panels, of which I have the instruction book right here. Let me actually recheck where. Also, by this instruction book's so nice. Oh, it's a blown out picture. I mean, look at that artwork. It's darker in person, but that's a really cool black and white artwork of this giant thing. So imposing and thick. Yeah. Anyway, whoa. So let's quickly find out which of these damn things it is. Also, wait, where are my? Here they are. I almost forgot the little inferno cannon. I've chosen to put inferno cannons on, but I'm probably going to either magnetize or blue tack them on so I can swap the weapons as I like. Probably. Because probably also I might just go to just have a stable model. Again, especially when you're dealing with bigger models, I'm finding stable model is better than interchangeable model. Plus the groups I play with and stuff aren't that nitty picky into WYSIWYG. So yeah, so just stable model is good model. Let me just get a fan on. It's getting a bit warm. Here we go. Helicopter lands to the landing pad. Just see a hoverboard parked there. Yeah, indeed. Like, nope. This landing pad's mine now. You snooze, you lose, asshole. Now, I also had 4 of those little turret pieces. Did I already gather them in here? Or have I somehow just misplaced the 4 turrets that go on top of this damn thing? Interesting. We have to search my table for where those 4 turret pieces went. Because I'm not obviously seeing them on my paint sticks. It's probably amongst all the parts here, honestly. Yeah, I'll search for this later. Let's just get on with the painting. Well, first find out where these armor panels go, then get on with the damn painting. Let's see. Searching around, seeing what armor pieces go where. Those are the side armor panels, the front armor panels. Looking at those are those pieces. That's the side armor there. How about the claw? The big meaty claw. That's just the 4 parts around it. Okay, so these 2 are the elbow armor pieces of the claw. Those look like they're going to be blue, so they come blue first. Okay. Now, how about these 2 little longy longins here? Where will those go? I think they're for the leg. I just have to confirm. The longy longins. Hmm. That's the hip. Yeah, okay, yeah. So these are the back of the legs. So these are going to be in the red pile. Okay, there we go. Color those bits. I'll find the 4 little Ardex defense turrets later. Let's paint. Well, what child equivalent of searching for an unparked space? Yep, exactly. Like, wait, you can't park. You can't park there. You have to go to an established parking zone for your helicopter, sir. Anyway, let's get some paint going here. So I'm going to be using. I'm going to do all the trim first, then paint in after that. So I can paint when I paint in. I'll cover up any mistakes with the trim. So I've got myself some Runelord Brass. Yep. I'm going to work on all the blue armor pieces first. Let's just be sure to really make sure these trims are nicely covered in and colored in. Well, this is a bit hard to hold. Straight to the edges. Well, and I'll do paint up the sides as well. Let's very nicely color this in. Yep. Let's see. Okay, now the edge of this. I'll probably put the inside as dark as possible and just count it as a shadow. Again, keep it simple, stupid. If something can be shrouded in shadow, it can be. It can be kept shrouded in shadow. And need not any extra attention beyond that. There we go. Right across. Oh yeah, I think back to the hoverboard thing since we're on topic. I remember seeing that some people have managed to make the hoverboard, but it involves like super cool magnets, which is like, yeah, cool. You can do that, but not exactly convenient to use as an everyday device. Okay, unless there's like a major breakthrough in the superconductor technology, it's like it ain't happening anytime soon. Nope. Okay. All right. That's a nicely trimmed piece. Stick it there. Let's get this a bit further up and out of my way. This one. So I think I get to decant a bit more of this paint to be ready to use. There we go. Dab water. Thin down. And continue. Yep. Seems a bit thick. 1 second. Thin again. And continue. Yeah. Also, now speaking of hover things, was it all the Primaris vehicles are now hover tanks and stuff, and yeah, not too keen on that in 40k. I feel of course this weird lost technology hover tech. But it's like you got these big hulking tanks trundling around, and somehow they're not going to just start sliding around as they hover. Like, if like the Space Marine aesthetic should have kept to tracked vehicles. You know, go with what works. They could have more advanced tracked vehicles from the big technology renaissance that Cole was doing. Like just something quite literally grounded. Leave the hover stuff to the what was it, hover bikes? Not hover the speeders, which could use that hover technology to stay fast and zippy and Yumi like. Also, it brings a stupid ruling thing where basically, oh, you get line of sight from the model underneath the hover tank, so the hover tank can't give you cover, or they can't block your line of sight, and it's like, that's a kind of stupidly shit ruling thing, but I think that's how it's ruled. You can see if you can see the feet from under the tank, you got line of sight. I should recheck the line of sight rules again, but I do believe that's how it's handled. So you can't use vehicles to block a line of sight, which is kind of meh, kind of meh. Feel like they should block line of sight in some way, shape, or form. It's literally a massive vehicle. Star Wars doesn't have that problem. They see in Star Wars Legion, they say all vehicles, their entire base completely blocks all line of sight. Done. That's it. You can't see past the vehicle. Don't care what size it is. If it's a vehicle, the base blocks line of sight. What's your opinion on the Lady Custodians? It's not as drastic and over the top opinion as I would say others have had about it. In case of lore-wise, they've always been called the Brotherhood, the Custodian Brotherhood, and always been said to be men so far. And the old also said that when they were first being recruited, all the sons of the ruling houses were sent, and only a fraction of them chosen to be custodies. That's where the male-only part of the custodies lore has been implied. Because it was just a specific, very specific choice by the Emperor. It was like that. However, the creation process of the custodies, which is also similarly established, is that it's not like a mass-produced sort of thing. Each creation process is custom specific to that specific custody's body and anatomy and so on. That's why they can't be mass-produced. It's a sacred ritual very specifically meant to work with that person's body and physiology to perfect them to the perfect human being, which meant nothing, as far as there was the law, said about the creation process being a men-only requirement. It was a specific choice by the Emperor at first to be that. And so it is a bit of a retcon because basically before it was only guy custodies and they were all called brotherhood and stuff, and now they've removed those terms. So I feel like that's sort of, it is a retcon, but the core thing of what makes a custody so special fits with that. So I was like, I don't have a... Did I not trim that nub properly? I might not have. I have to sand that down later. So I don't have as much of an issue as others about it. The big issue is that basically, oh, you went and gave us Lady Custodies? What about the Sisters of Silence? You've given us almost nothing about them. You give us one squad and that's it. Can we know more about the Sisters of Silence, please? And it's like, nope. It's like, well, okay, fine then. Be like that. Don't give us any more about the Sisters of Silence. So yeah, my opinion is like, yeah, it's a retcon, it's fine, it doesn't break the law as badly. And especially you think after so many custodians died in the Horus Heresy, they'd want to pretty much take anyone who's compatible to become a Custodes and turn them into one. So yeah, that is my opinion on it. And at the end of the day, all it is right now, and especially mini-wise, is a single head swap option for one character. And done. And yeah, that's that. That's my opinion on it. Now, Space Marines, on the other hand, though, let's just say there's a lot of law saying that. I think there's actually law saying that they tried and failed, and it just wouldn't work. It just doesn't work like that. So yeah. So I'm fine with the Custodes. Space Marines is going to be a case of that you're pushing your retcons too far with how much you've established already. And then it'll go into the fact that basically, okay, hey, what about the Sisters of Battle then? Aren't you going to give us more stuff with Sisters? It's like, you have those factions that you're not giving love to, which you could have been doing, which would cover your bases for such representation, but it's like, no, man, no. So yeah, that's my stance on it. But also at the end of the day, it's basically head swap. Okay, fine, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be a case of, oh my god, they made. Well, actually, a case of I don't play Custodes, but it's like, oh, there's one lady Custodes guy person confirmed now. Meh. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Also, at the same time, now there's the case of there's the 30k Custodes, which are coming out, which have the Primaris scale proportions. It's like, visually, I'm not too sure about those. They seem too thin now. I don't know if it's just suddenly like, whoop, here's Lady Space Marines. It's gonna be a case of, I don't like it, but okay, fine. I got my Space Marines already. I'm not going to do break down in a tantrum about it. Oh, Doubtful doesn't have Tau? Probably gonna be a DLC. You can bet it's gonna be a DLC. And have I really? Did I? As I say that now, did I really not sand down these nubs properly on this? Honestly, I'm just gonna sand it now while the paint's wet. I don't care. The fact is that my paint is right here, I can just immediately paint over this in a second. Yeah, I somehow missed sanding these nubs on this piece. Thankfully, it's just at the edge, so minimal issue. Again, just quick repaint over this spot, touch up on that spot, and then we're good. Yeah, boom. And what I'm going to immediately, now that I sanded it, I'm going to immediately paint right back over because it's really, I've sanded it. It's been abrased. It has a rough surface for paint to stick to now. And the paint itself should have a decent thickness to cover it up anyway. There, good as new. And actually properly flat and sanded. Fun fact, you don't need primer, technically, if you have an abraded surface. Of course, we use primer as both the priming surface as well as the base color. But then if you do opaque painting like I do usually, the base color doesn't really matter too much because your paint's going to be opaque enough anyway. Boom. There we go. Okay. Continuing on. So that was the chainsaw piece. Since I'm working on the weapon color pieces, let's just go with the weapon colors then. So that's going to be... So this is the elbow for the fist arm. This is the outer bits of the claw arm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Where's 4? What the heck? Did I not have all of them here? Have I immediately missed a piece? That's those leg pieces. 1, 2, 3. Chat, did you see me drop a piece off the table somehow? What the fuck? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. It better be sure to Fire Warrior 2 or play Fire War for that matter. Oh, yeah. What was that game that came out? Oh, wait, here's the art next. Oh, there we go. 4. And here's the, well, 2 of those turrets. I think, oh, there we go. Okay, I found the defensive turrets. They were just behind a piece of resin. Actually, yeah, here's a sneak peek of something else I'm going to work on sooner. Not sure if sooner or later. This is a little resin Tartarus Terminator. Blood Angels one. He looks cool. He looks fancy. I just need to clean them up. Okay, let us continue work on these trims. Let's see. But yeah, right now. Supposedly, I think 11th edition is coming out mid-year. I think probably in June. And so we're looking forward to see what that will bring. I know it's going to bring the new Vanguard veterans. Apparently that's confirmed with a new jump chaplain. And as a Blood Angels player, I am very excited. Well, actually, well, combination, actually. I am excited and concerned. Because knowing our luck, the new Vanguard veterans are going to become a 3-man squad, like all the other elite squads. And probably be overall nerfed. Although, hard to say overall nerfed just because current Vanguard veterans, which are firstborn, are kind of shit. They have one niche use, really. Otherwise, they're kind of shit for what their jobs are meant to be. So it's gonna be hard. It's kind of hard to see how they could be downgraded even further than they are. But knowing G-dubs, they'll probably find a way. But we'll see how it goes. Also, there's gonna be the multi-part Outrider kit as well, which is I'm looking forward to. I do enjoy Outriders. I'm having trouble making them work in my lists right now, but I think it's just because I need to skew them. I need to make a skew list with them, really. They're kind of okay as a support unit, but for the shit I want to do with them, I need to skew heavily into just the Outriders. Which means building all of them, which should be easier said than done. They are push-fit models, but they have a major gaps issues, which slows down their building by a lot. Especially when they look nice. Like straight down, like massive center gaps. Horrendous center gaps. Quite a lot of work to fill. Well, I guess not work. A decent amount of work to fill, but it takes time to fill it, which means it's no longer a quick push fit sort of build process that some other models have. Hopefully the multi-part fixes that. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of vehicles I need to start working on soon as well. Gonna have 2 Predators in soon. Which honestly, I'm getting the Predators, but I'm probably not going to use them as my Blood Angels. I'm probably going to use them as World Eaters, just because World Eaters tanks gets bonkers stat bonuses compared to regulars. And I was like, the attachments do nothing to support them, but just by pure raw stats, they seem really good, so I'll probably be trying. I do want to try that out once I get them built. What? Yeah. What else is there? I suppose there's also going to be a new Storm Speeder coming out, although I don't even have any of the current Storm Speeders. And, not sure if I'm going to ever get... Well, I'm not sure I'm going to ever get any from my Blood Angels, at least. Maybe I'll get some if I run anything else other than Blood Angels, but right now, I do enjoy playing as the Blood Angels. I like the heavy melee focus bullshit they do. With the reliability of Oath of Moment. And the reliability of other rerolls and shit. I said, because I did a game as World Eaters recently, Blood Angels feels more like World Eaters than the current World Eaters rule set allows the World Eaters to be. And it's really strange. Like, Blood Angels, they charge in. They have a million melee attacks. They do all the different melee bonuses and things. They can advance and charge and everything. They can feel no pain and stuff. And you just rage and black rage things and stuff. While World Eaters lost feel no pain, lost a majority of their advance and charge abilities. Don't get bonus attacks on the charge usually. And it's like, They feel extremely lackluster compared to what Blood Angels can do, even though World Eaters are meant to be the ragey, go to melee and rip things apart sort of faction. But it's a case of, I see potential in them in the regular full-size games with their increased base speeds and stuff. But again, they are not the brute force army that you would think lore-wise they would be. Or the Blood Angels, who are meant to be tactical space marines, are the brute force melee army. It's like, very, very awkward, very interesting. Anyway, yeah. And also, basically, the World Eaters vehicles like, Predator Destructor has 4 shots on the autocannon. The World Eaters one also has 4 shots on the autocannon, and it hits on 4 Z3s. But it's got a little tiny rule of rapid fire 6. So at half range, which is 24 inches, the World Eater's Predator fires 10 shots with its autocannon at 3 damage apiece. Instead of 4 shots. So they'll over double the number of shots for a 1/6 reduction in accuracy. Statistically speaking, that's a lot better than a regular regular Space Marine Predator. It's like, what was it? That's that fire 6, so that's 150% more more shots for only a 1/6 reduction in accuracy. You know, statistically speaking, that's fucking bonkers. And of course, AP1 damage 3, AP1 is kind of be blocked, but still damage 3. That is a tank that can do potentially 30 damage with its main gun to something. Or a squad. That's, kind of bullshit. And that's some bullshit I will be trying to take advantage of soon, TM. Soon, trademark, just because I have my own Space Marine shit to deal with still. But it's certainly some exciting prospects once I get around to making those ready. Also considering that you can have 3 of those in an army. I was like, oh yeah, these 3 guys can do up to 90 damage to something if you mess up your saves and they all hit. Sicily's not gonna hit, but you know, sometimes dice spike. It will be hilarious and glorious. Okay, need to just paint my palette sign shroud already. Let me just do what I can with what I have. Down this. Oh, need to just focus a bit here. Yeah, so very weird, interesting rules right now. Of course, coming to 11th edition, supposedly it's all not going to change. It's not going to be a massive change, but it's going to be an update. And again, when it comes to GW updates, half parts excited, half parts concerned. Is like, what are they going to buff? What are they going to nerf? When are they going to cripple my army for a few months until 3 months later, they realize how much they fucked it up and then change it back or change something else and then maybe make it better, maybe make it worse? At least as Space Marines, there'll always be one Space Marine sub-faction that will have a playstyle you need, or not get overhurt by something. So we can rest safe and assured in your, your investment in your models. I say that right now as I'm getting this as a Chaos Knight ready for my Chaos Knight army. Which, honestly, I'm hoping I can get this thing painted just enough to almost completion so I can start playing it. So I think I can reliably field a Chaos Knight army. Once I have one knight done, if I get this one done plus one other knight and then 6 of the small ones, I will have enough to field a decent Chaos Knight army to start fucking around with. So yeah, although cycle usually it's weighted to the latter. Yeah, indeed. Whatever. No GW makes any kind of announcement flip coin flip if it's a cool thing or very dumb thing. Yup, indeed. It's like, please don't just thank you for the update, but please don't mess up my army. Please don't mess up my army. Oh, you messed up my army. Fuck. Again, at least we can rest assured as a Space Marine, we're gonna get more frequent updates than anything else, so anything that gets fucked will get unfucked. But then also be more likely to get refucked again, over and over and over. Okay, let me get this little cross painted in. There you go. Also, as a Marine, we can always just go, we don't like this model. Let's use the Warhammer 30k model instead. It's been they've been get scale crept a bit, and they look pretty cool. Let's just use it instead. There we go. That's one trim done. Also, your Sid got it. Uh-oh. Hope you get well soon. Rest well. Gotta get the edge of it. Come back here. Get these edges painted in now. Of course, the blueberries always get... Yes, the sun blueberries and their stupid Victrix Honor Guard. Like, you've already got the Blade Guard, but no. Here, get some Victrix Honor Guard that are just better than every other Honor Guard. Better than Sanguinary Guard. Better than Blade Guard. Better than Company Heroes. Just have something that's just better than everything else. Why? Just because you're Ultramarines. Well, it's a weird thing, basically. They are better, except they don't have the invulnerable save. Which, once you know that, you know how to respond and deal with them. Doesn't matter if they're -1 to wound, if they're still going to be saving on 6s, I'll hit them with an AP million. And I, as Blood Angels, can hit them with AP a million in close combat. Unless they fights first. Then I'm fucking dead. Well, you know, that's part of the fun of trying to like counterplay and stuff. There we go. Okay. That's one trimmed armor piece to go for the claw. I need to do the main color, but actually let's just quickly do a quick test fit of it. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah. How many specials they're going to get? Then we have super, and super duper specials. Well, remember, there is now Captain Titus with his command squad and the Heroes of Ultramar. And we got new Marnius Calgar. We already got a legended Calgar for another Calgar now. We're going to have to get a bunch of more Calgars soon. I heard you like Calgar, so here's a new Calgar. Let's see. Also, there's a weird case of like there's so few Space Marines that have access to damage 3 weapons anymore. Calgar is one of them who has damage 3 weapons. Like Dante, the Sanguinor, damage 2. It's like that GW seems so allergic letting Marines get any form of reliable damage 3 weaponry. But there's like, how about you? Then Ultramarines come along. It's like, oh yeah, here you go. Just have your chapter masters have a damage 3 power fist. Don't let anyone else get damage 3 axes or chain swords or whatever, or power swords, or the literal demonic manifestation of the Sanguinor, and he's what? Strength 6, damage 2, maybe an AP 3. It's like, really? A little warp entity, which is like the epitome of Sanguinius' soul, arrives and he does damage 2. That's it. That's kind of shit, to be honest. Also, I don't need to be that careful because I'm be painting the blues inside, so I can just be a bit more rough with it. In fact, actually, I can use my thicker brush for this. I just realized. Or like Thunderhammers drop the damage to as well. They're making up Calgar so good by making an army and nothing but Calgar. Yep. There's also a weird thing, like they had the Gravis Calgar and now he's legended, I think? He's replaced or something with Calgar in Armor of Antilochus, and they're not going to make the Gravis one anymore. And this is a weird case where the Gravis one technically is better just because he comes with the 2 extra Victrix guards to take wounds with. While new Calgar is in Terminator armor, which is just same stats as current Gravis Calgar, and he doesn't have the extra guardians, but can join Terminators. It's like, weird. That said, I'm going to have no qualms trying to pick up a recast Gravis Calgar then, if they're not going to sell that model anymore, because, well, I do like the armor, honestly, from it. And I also have 2 little extra Victrix guards to use as champions and whatnot. Which will be very nice for the upcoming, apparently, what was it, Champions of the Maelstrom rulebook in 500 Worlds, which will give you official custom character creation rules. Official custom character creation rules for your characters in 40k. Which is a long overdue and welcome addition. I think Goonhammer has an article on it. Every faction is going to get customizable character rules, so you can make your own custom character and leaders. You can have 3 of them, up to 3 of them in an army, which is fine. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, Hellman, you can know the basic custom warlord thing. Yep, exactly. I was just talking about that. I didn't even see the chat yet, Hellman, and I started talking about it while I was painting. Dark Elder cheaper than Archon. You can customize fucking. Yep. Hello, Gravis Calgar, great and Tommy. Yeah, indeed, Abu, indeed. Yeah, Hellman, yeah. For Space Marine side, it's like, oh, it seems from the Goonhammer review, you can make an Inceptor character, so someone can lead your Inceptors now. And you can make him a tech priest. It was like, I don't see. It's probably not a good idea to make a 6-inch deep strike tech priest. A little bit too niche for that thing, but the fact that that's possible is very welcome. Which means I can get my tech priest on bike again. And actually, more important. Well, speaking of that, for Blood Angels, it seems we can get the Librarian Dreadnought back, the legendary Librarian Dreadnought. Although it has to be the Redemptor chassis, it seems. It can't be the old Firstborn Librarian Dreadnought model, which I have unpainted. I was gonna paint the damn thing, but no, the Blood Angels Codex came out. And they fucking removed it. But I'm gonna find a way to make that one work still. So yeah, the custom kind of things will let you make a custom venerable dreadnought with the which can give the librarian keywords. So Blood Angels Librarian Dreadnoughts are returning in one way at least. So huzzah for that. Now it's a case of, do I want to try to find some 3D printed bits and kit bashing and upsize my current Librarian Dreadnought to be a Redemptor scale and go with that? I just might have the bits for that. That would be fun. Until they legend it again. Which will suck, but still. But still. Okay, that's 2 armor panels. The Infinity Point task out, giving everyone in the squad plus 1 shot is fucking broke. Oh, really? Oh, there's actually more points to it? Well, shit. Well, it's because I was sorry to 11th edition. Well, here's the weird thing. Because they say this is not... They say this is for your custom games and your narrative games. So, technically, officially, this seems to not be tournament legal. Which means they might not touch it in 11th edition and just say, this is not for tournaments, so we don't care, whatever, do whatever. Which could mean also may not get many updates to it, unfortunately. But for the games which will allow Legends units and would allow these custom characters, I think, you know, it can give some spice and stuff. Kalgar, I've seen Kalgar in Defiler, Kalgar in Dread Knight, Kalgar in Questorus, Kalgar on Command Barge. It's like, what can we put Kalgar into? It is tournament legal, but you must ask for permission. Oh, interesting. So you gotta check with tournament organizer first. Okay. So that makes it a bit more prompt. Well, okay, that's two things happen. What is this? 2 things go for that. The fact that make it tournament legal means they're going to respond to deal with it, but it also means there's a chance they might remove it from being tournament legal. With permission. Yeah. Anyway, what's that? Hold on. Whatever you just linked has been caught by Automod for some reason. What? I think that is... Yeah, oh yeah, that is that meme. I'll allow it. There we go. Oh!
Right, now, mommy, daddy button.
That hurts so. Thank you for the dick punch, Abu. Really appreciate it. But yeah, the Kalgar and Defiler is funny as heck. Like, how many things can we put Kalgar into? It can be pretty much. It's gonna be Kalgar on everything except a Dreadnought. As long as it's not a Dreadnought, Kalgar can be put into it. Oh god. Kalgar on that Dark Elder barge that has the Bikini Lady on it, but he's the Bikini Lady. Metal Bikini Armor Kalgar on Dark Elder barge. When? I'll let that sink in your minds a bit. You are free to repeatedly redeem the dick punch for such visions. I'll enjoy it. Joke's on you. I've been in Dark Elder this entire time. Or Slanesh. Or both. Honestly, if the Slanesh models weren't that lackluster to me, and the rules were actually legitimately good, I would have been playing Emperor's Children. But right now they are just not that well, they're not quite balanced and the models are ironically not Slaneshi enough for me. They seem too generic. They aren't as body horror as I would have expected Slanesh stuff to be. Which is a real disappointment. They're just Bane mask guys with some with pointy heads, and then it's like, yeah, well, okay, yeah, they go, that's it, done. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Just, meh. It does not give, it does not show excess to me, that, which is what you would expect from Slanesh worshippers. Tau Propaganda Bikini Kalgar, indeed. Next also be Kalgar Centurion. Centurion's weird because they might get the axe, but also GW might be seeing that they are being used so often in tournaments nowadays. Because there's not many las cannon options for Space Marines, they might not get the axe until a replacement unit for them comes along, which may not happen. Firstly, the Dark Eldar have naked Space Marines, only their helmets on tantalus. Yes, indeed. War Titan Kalgar, but the head is just Kalgar. Yep. It's just Kalgar, right, hanging on where the head is. Just pointing forward, like, go that way. And of course, that means Ultramarines are going to have their own Ultramarine Titan. Only the Ultramarines get the access to this Titan. No one else can have it. How do they get it? Don't worry, that's special. So yeah, I'm being a little bit lazier with my, well, less careful with this trim paint, just because there's so much trim, but also the fact that I'll be coming in with the blue later anyway to fill in and paint up the mistakes. Because I am realizing this trim is taking me longer than I like it taking, so I don't need to be too careful if I'm going to be coming in anyway with another color fixed up without issues. So yeah, let's just YOLO into it. Because the Council of Treatment have him sit on a Dreadnought throne. Oh shit! You're saying they have released, leaked the, things early? How lovely. I have not been able to look at the leaked Crucible stuff, but, I'm gonna have to definitely look at that later to find all the Specimen bullshit that can happen. Jump pack, plasma pistol, power fist, yep. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Do you know how World Eaters have no jump units? It seems you can make a jump character for World Eaters with Lone Op now. Just like, okay, better than nothing. I would have liked a jump unit to go with him. But I suppose now you get one guy with a jump pack as World Eaters. I mean, what could go wrong? I'm interested to see what his speed profile will be, because all World Eaters units already have plus 2 inches to their movement on foot. Would the jump pack guy get plus 2 inches as well to be like 14-inch movement? They don't got bikers and still no Zerkers on Juggernauts, which is a crime. Yup, indeed. And they don't have the Red Butchers either. The Cornate specific, well, World Eaters specific Terminators. The Red Butchers. It's like Emperor's Children and World Eaters both are missing their Terminator units, while Death Guard and Thousand Suns still have theirs. It's, it's very, very strange what they are releasing, not releasing. And then, of course, they released the Slaughterbound, and they gave the Slaughterbound the mixed rule set of just a regular Space Marine captain and an apothecary. It's like, what? Just what? That's not really flavorful at all. Of course, you need him as a leader now if you want to have a leader for your 8-bounds and Exalted 8-bounds, which also, the Exalted 8-bound are fucking shit! But, well, G-dubs be G-dubs. We'll see. Oh yeah, Emperor's Children has no jump thing either, right? Yeah, they're also missing a key thing, like, where's your jump guys? You don't get a jump. You don't get jump guys. You don't get a jump leader. You gotta be on foot all the time. Sucks to be you. The thing again, the Legion that's about excess and stuff would want to have super jump packs to go even faster, even further beyond. But no, they don't get that. Biggest joke, Red Butchers was an upgrade for Corn Berserk Terminate. He's in 9th. Really? So in 9th you could upgrade into Red Butchers. How interesting. As I said, I have been trying out the World Eaters Terminators in game, and sort of interesting, but also feel a bit lackluster. Again, with the custom character rules, I can now actually make an actual Terminator leader for them. Maybe that will make them usable. Again, their shooting is negligible, to say the least, but at least having the inbuilt reroll against closest target is nice, and usually if you're a unit that's going to be charging, your target to charge will be the closest possible target anyway, so yeah. I am excited to see how the rules will turn out for the World Eaters things. Mostly of course I need to then start getting ready to kit bash models to use for that. Also, hello for the oof. Thank you for the oof. Let's see. Get them into the second hall. Brothers all together. The sun had a song. We had a great brother dawn. The man turns. A face style Calgar. One each player turns. All bearing the same face. They're all Calgar. You're Calgar. You're Calgar. You're Calgar. Y'all thought this was Alpharis? No, everyone is Calgar. Got nerfed in 10th where they were spammed, and who would guess with an army where you can count your available use with 2 hands? Yep, exactly. It's like, if you only give me so many units, I can only field so many units in the first damn place. There's no reason I'm going to go genetic cosplay or warband because you're soup. Yep. Because yeah, the regular, like the Dark Packs regular Chaos guys are fun. Just that I like the World Eater set of look. I thought I would have liked their game mechanics where they're like the raging berserking melee guys, since I do Blood Angels, which I like that. But then the way they've done their rules, the Blood Angels are far better at melee than the World Eaters are. And at the whole berserking raging shit. Which is like, that doesn't seem right. It's like, it's enjoyable as Blood Angels, but just seems very lackluster as World Eaters that, you know, I'm not a raving lunatic of a melee monster with my units. They can and do bounce. They don't have any extra attacks. They do go in. Except for one detachment. That only really helps Berserkers specifically. Doesn't even help the minuscule other units you have. So I think World Eaters, they got their rework, and the rework is shit. They need another rework to be what they need to be. By the way, they need to be Blood Angels, and then it'll start to make sense and work. Heck, the Berserker, the Berserker Warband detachment is the Blood Angels, the Assault Group detachment of +1 attack, +2 strength on the charge. It just has different stratagems. So it's like, you know, just give them a Rage Cursed Onslaught detachment then, with different stratagems, and then boom, you got something that can actually work and be World Eaters flavored like. Yeah, they saw some charge bursts from Zergs and got straight and gave it to Blood Angels. Yeah, exactly. It's like, the World Eaters lost their Funeral Pain, but Blood Angels have Funeral Pain. It's like, World Eaters, the raving lunatics who will charge through and fight through everything, have lost the Funeral Pain to let them charge through and fight through anything. It's like, what the fuck? Because I was playing a boarding actions game and I was running the 8 bound, and one, they didn't have enough attacks when they charged to really reliably kill something. I slammed into War Terminators, killed one of them, and then I made none of my 5-up invulnerable saves, with no Funeral Pains to back that up, and I lost the 8 bound. And I was like, okay, so that's 135 something point squad that did diddly squat. Nice. That said, in that same game is when I had some World Eaters Terminators with me as well because of the points value issues. And the Terminators themselves, again, they kind of did diddly squat-ish. But their 4-up invulnerable save and 2-up base save meant they actually took a hit and stayed alive and could hold up objectives and stuff. And so I was like, it's just a very weird situation with them. I think, again, bigger games may work, but then here's the issue. If you're bigger games, because he has such a limit on the number of units you even have to field, it's like you can't really do much with the army in the first place. It's a very simple army. You don't need that many things, but still, it's like, yeah, yeah. We'll see. Listen, love my new work shoes because I can't see them. Dang it! Let's find out what the brand they are. Buy yourself some things. Worldies came up with the Havoc term for heavy weapon squad during the heresy. Oh yeah, was it the World? Yeah, the Worldies had their shooty squad. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, in the current rule set, I really feel like an armored World Eaters list could legitimately work, just because almost all the World Eaters, actually yeah, all the World Eaters vehicles, the main guns all gain some sort of rapid fire. It's like rapid fire 2 las cannons, rapid fire 6 autocannons. I think even rapid fire 2 regular las cannons, rapid fire 2 heavy bolters. I was like, no detachment bonuses, no nothing helping it. The fact is that you're over doubling the number of attacks a lot of these weapons have for only a slight loss in your accuracy means you just have volume of fire far more than any other Marine faction can put out at 24 inches. So it's like, I see possibilities, and I have 2 Predators coming in, which were going to be Battle Predators, but depending on how many more of my World Eaters I can get built and ready, I might run them as World Eaters Predators first, and just try out what's it going to be like with 4 to 6 Predator tanks and 2 Land Raiders out, all with rapid fire 2 or better on their guns. And I just send waves of las cannons and shit at my opponent. Again, no stratagems or attachment bonuses helping this in any way, shape, or form. Just pure raw numbers and stats behind it. And it feels like bullshit, but also feels like fun. So, yeah. Anyway, so I got that. I'm being slightly distracted by discussing about the world and things, but that's half the fun of streaming it anyway. So that's all that. That's all this. So I think it's time. So I'd like to take this in small batches at least. Let's get these paint added onto this. Also, remember I had to touch up some of the Balthazar gold on this for the small gold details. Let's do that now. There's Wordy Lord who had a mega cannon like he was a Chad. Ooh, really now? That's fun. Yeah, Khorne cares not where the blood flows. So he shouldn't mind if you're using tons of guns to blast your opponent's blood out of their bodies. Happy if they would limit the weapons or what Havocs down to heavy H bolters, autocannons and gatlings, everything that spits out blasts. Yep, exactly. Right now, I think what these Terminators can only really do combi weapons and combi bolters, which are just the what you call it. So hold on, did I just do the wrong colored bars? No, that's correct. Just the regular Terminator weapons, and then it's like you get 1 or 2 shots with death wounds on 4s, maybe. Or you have a bajillion shots at AP0, meaning your opponent's going to probably block all of it anyway. It's like, yeah. Like, it feels like Terminators really did get themselves done dirty in this edition, for sure. And even with the release of the new Assault Terminators, statistically wise, I think they are not, if they just aren't efficient as, say, Blade Guard and stuff. They're too slow, don't have enough attacks, and durability doesn't mean much if someone else is hitting you with more attacks that you can really defend with reliably anyway. Let's see. What are Termies are just Termies with 7-inch move. The other corn stuff with rapid fire, so on. You can't even go hard on dual melee weapons. Yeah, exactly. There's no dual melee weapons either. Well, there's one dual melee weapon, but that's the Twin Link Lightning Claws. I know they're always like that anyway. It's like I see so many things which had rules that were linked back to having multiple melee weapons before that are just not a thing anymore. It's like, seems lackluster. Seems like why would you ever combo? Why would you ever make certain combos then anymore? There's no point to. One dude out of 5, but they would choose power weapons instead of actual language. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. Bullshit. Oop. I think actually the main key issue is that basically when they made War Gear 3, they removed all the flavor of having different weapon types then. Because pretty much you're always going to take the Power Fist if you can. You're always going to take the best in slot all the time. Anything else, you would be intentionally nerfing yourself. Unless you had a very specific build reason to not. I was like, yeah, they should have kept some sort of war gear cost, or I guess maybe not war gear cost and upgrade cost to certain weapons. So I was like, yeah, you can upgrade it for this many points. Just a small points thing. A quick and simple little thing for that. Knowing that they're just now real different. There's just no real difference. Yeah, no real difference. I suppose like Power Sword versus Power Fist is only a one attack difference. Very rarely is that one attack going to do much for you. Versus being able to wound better. Like there has to be like a legitimate reason. Like I remember, so I was looking at some 9th edition rules, and I saw like, chain swords were like AP3 because they're meant to be anti-armor. So you had a reason to bring extra chain swords, or to take a chainsaw because like, yeah, it's going to be hard to wound, but if it wounds, it's going to get past all that armor real quickly. I think like power swords were just middle ground. And then fists and hammers had like lower AP but more damage, outright damage. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's what it should have been. Put some actual flavor between these stats. Give them each have a reason to be taken. A legitimate reason to be taken versus just, oh, change sword this chump weapon, go. Done. And then now just, yeah, sword, more claw, now just power weapon. Combi weapon, doesn't matter if it's a freaking missile. Yeah, exactly. I have my combi melter. It's anti-infantry. It's not going to do shit to a tank. Huh. That's that's real bullshit with that one. Granted, melters in general are all shit nowadays. Oh yeah, your dedicated close range anti-armor weapon wounds out of 5. 4 if you're a generic space marine with no target. Yeah, no. The way change them there's hints that the core says profiles they previewed. Yeah, indeed. Recap and they kind of power sword exploding sixes for some reason or power more. Yeah. Like those command squads like that, there's some more flavor now between the weapon types. That you will pause to think versus like Blood Angel's Captain, where you have the chainsword, power sword, and power fist, and it's like, why would I take the chainsword ever? What, 2 more attacks maybe at the most? For strength 4? No, just not happening. Just why? Why would I do that? I wouldn't do that. Yeah, but well, that's just how it goes. So yeah, hopefully they change the stats, core stats of these things come 11th. Unlikely, but hopefully. Whoop. Everything just became way too generic in 10th. I guess it was easy to learn, but then it's like, it's just, meh. Rotate around. Need to fix this up a bit here. There we go. It does all the red corsairs may wins and powerful while the minis wear chainswords. As it stands now, red corsair might be more. Really? Interesting. I had not noticed that. But yeah. So might be one put in my army more flexible roster to pick from than world eaters. Yes, again, that's the case of every other faction is better at melee than world eaters. The army known for melee. I think also that those Reavers, the red Corsair Reavers, they're 3 wounds each. So they are elite anti-objective things. It's like, why can't I get 3 wounds on my guys? Well, no, get fucked. So most of you might be more efficient when losing models, because everything's going to be overkilling models. And you're going to lose damage from that. It's like, And so, I do have on pre-order the Huron Blackheart squad. Just because I really... I like the Huron Black. Also, hold on, let me get a thing out to show the stream. Y'all may or may not have seen this before. Here we go. Let me just grab... Why are you like that? Let me get my sergeant out. Not sergeant. What you call it? Lieutenant. Blade Guard Lieutenant out. Here's my Blade Guard Lieutenant for my Blood Angels right now. And, here's the thing. Atticus helped me come up with this for a bit, but it's kind of themed on a red version of the Astro Claws. Wonder who the Astro Claws became? The Red Corsairs. So, quite literally, my scheme is a inverted color of the Astro Claws. These are my own Red Corsairs, effectively, but I run them as Blood Angels instead. So I was like, having the Huron squad with my army might be a little cool, fun addition. And also if I play as Chaos, because, Marines are Marines. Base size are base size, Marines are Marines. Like, you know what, I can run as a Huron Blackheart squad. I can do some funny, regular Chaos shenanigans with my guys. So, yeah. Of course, let's go Infiltrator, 10-man, 2 Power Fists, 2 Melters, whatever you give the unit champion, who gives rerolls in charge Infiltrator as well. There you go. First, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Red Corsairs were blue. Mine is an inverted scheme, so it's red instead. So, the Red Corsairs were the blue Astro Claws, and I have a red Astro Claws scheme on my Blood Angels. I was like, haha! How interesting. Yeah. Also, I have a recast of the original Lufthuron model as well, which I thought would be funny to make as one of my fancy characters. So I'm going to have the Huron Blackheart model and the recast of the Lufthuron model side by side. And that's going to be fun. What is in your Dark Eldars list? Do tell, do share. Because I sort of know what the Dark Eldar units are, just because I played Dawn of War before. I kind of know what they did. I tried to make Dark Eldar work as a faction in PvP, and I couldn't. But they were a funny thing to play, for sure. Oop. I need my thin brush now. Yeah, do tell, do share. I'm interested. There we go. Now, this is where some can attention needs to be paid to paint within the lines. Thankfully, the lines are also raised, so as long as the brush doesn't go out of control, it should be easy to stay within. And everything's going to get washed anyway, so recessed areas will be darkened as they're needed. Okay, reach in there. Very carefully. Right along. Huron has Gaggofuck got the wards of ultra treatment as a whole shebang and attached to whole squads. Yeah, exactly. So you can have like, what was it, a 20 or 30 man sized squad with that command squad together. It's like, what the hecky fucky is going on with that? Kind of funny, kind of feels a little bit too many eggs in one basket, but I guess we'll see how it plays. My only one is that because all the different members of the squad are going to have different stat lines and saves, once you get down to the command squad, kind of like the Titan squad, you're going to have to start making your saves one at a time on specific people till they're dead, because the saves will all be different. That's the only annoying thing to have to handle. You have to start pre-calculating how many wounds you can take before you need to start one by one rolling with different stats and stuff. So again, I'm not sure how often I'm going to run him as Huron, as Chaos Guy, but, you know, I like all the models. The Apothecary, the Executioner, Crocodile Lady, and of course Huron Blackheart himself. He may be in agonizing pain all the time, but it looks like he's got a happy smile on his face. You know, he's enjoying life and his time as a renegade. Let's see. Draza, Archon, Death Jester, 20 Warriors. Ooh. 10's got Hands of the Archon, 2 5s Incubis, 2 5s Mandrakes, 3 Scourgers with heavy weapons, 5 Hellions going! Venom and 3 Raiders. Tantalus Sex Barge! You gotta have the Tantalus Sex Barge. No Dark Elder army is right without the Tantalus Sex Barge. Since Huron Blackheart in his box standard power armor has Deep Strike on his own while being able to attach himself to Terminators. Why? Because reasons. Oh, to go with Titus. Yeah. I think. Yeah, Luft Huron used Terminator armor before. But then when he got his face melted off, he got changed to regular armor. I guess you can say Chaos Warp bullshittery, Warp Beacon bullshit to make his regular armor getting Deep Strike. And, you know, he's a Renegade Raider. He don't follow no Codex Astartes. If he wants to go alongside his Terminator squads without Terminator armor, then he can do as he like. He's a strong, independent Space Marine Raider. And don't take no bullshit from no one. I was like, that looks like a mighty fine list. I'm not too sure on how the Dark Elder work on tabletop, but would be fucking scary to go up against. Because of is the Tantalus Barge, the Sex Barge, a distraction Carnifex, or should I actually legitimately try to kill it? Hey, Your Latte, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. Yes, this is a tiny ass little brush I'm working with. I'm doing very small detail painting. I did very rough work on the trim on this, and now I'm doing the very tiny filling work of all the colors. Like, well, God, I've done this much so far on this guy. Now I'm doing the armor panels on his big claw arm. I think I've told you about my kit bash plans for the Tantalus. Ooh, do tell. In case you haven't, do tell. So, I have faced Dark Elder once in a mega game, and I forgot which unit. I think it might have been Hellions. They had the Strength 3 anti-vehicle weapons. It turns out the Outrider attack bikes for Space Marines don't have the vehicle keyword. They also don't have an infantry keyword. And so, when he's going to attack my attack bikes, I was going to charge in on him. We found out it's like, oh, wait a second. Your massive anti-vehicle weapons wound me on 5s because I don't have the vehicle keyword on my attack bikes. That seems very, very stupid, but that is as rules are. It's like, Oh, the riders? I see. And might have been miniature pages. Don't have a page for that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, just to say, this definitely involves a lot of patience and control. Like, I guess those Space Marines are a bit easy to work with, but especially these big robots and stuff with all the trim, it's like, oh God. Oh Lord, what have I gotten myself into? Whoa. Oh, we got a moon buggy. Nice. Like, let's say, here we go. Here's some partially painted Space Marine scouts that I got them to battle ready with 3 colors to use in the tournament. Thing is, I've not been using them much since, so I have not come back to touch them up, but yeah, he needs a lot of touch-up work to really be finished. Like, the paint is still rough around the edges as well, but I was like, you know what, 3 colors, go with it. Use it, and, yeah. That said, though, I do have also this, there we go. This Terminator Chaplain. He's almost finished. In fact, I keep forgetting, I need to paint this shield. The black shield part should be red, I think, to match my scheme. Also, the details are getting blown out by the lighting, but there's a skeleton in this shield that needs to have some more details added. But I think this was the simplest paint scheme I have, just because most of it is just a metallic black with all the little gold trims. But, yeah, this guy we done eventually, because also I have not been fielding him a lot recently. Because I haven't been using Terminators much recently. I've been using a lot of Jump Marines. I should change that, though, in the coming days. There we go. We got 1 piece for this claw hand. Let's just press it in on here. There we go. So this is just going to surround the entire hand. And be a very, very nice, lovely blue. Again, also this, I really do like the color of this blue. Where did I put the paint bottle for that blue again? Here it is. This is a Tooth and Coat's Faust blue. And it just looks really nice. And goes with this brass trim really nicely. So let's see, what are these? Oh snap! They're going to combine it with the pleasure thing. Oh damn, that's going to be cool as heck. With the wheels placed on the back of the first one. I'm going to have to put that on the screen. 1 second, I need to my brush to the side. Whoop. Sorry. Let me just save these. And then make sure I don't post hentai to the screen, because these will save where I put my hentai usually. Grab this, browse. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. You're gonna kit bash this onto the Tantalus, or rather, kit bash Tantalus onto this. Yes, I'll admit that. There you go. Yeah, this is cool. This is the Age of Sigmar, what you call it? Something of gluttony, right? Glutos Osclon, Lord of Gluttony. Yeah. Honestly, very, very in theme with Dark Eldar, and very in theme with Slash. It'd be really fucking cool. Oh, and also there's some there's like the marble painting. So yeah, looking forward to see how that comes together. Put the platform where the chains are. Yeah! Oh, let me, let's get the, let's get the sex barge on screen as well. There we go. Here's the sex barge. What? Yeah, kit bashing that barge with that Lord of Gluttony. There we go. Yeah, just stick on the chains part. Done. Almost slash from what? Yes, this is a weird case where basically Warhammer Old World and Warhammer 40k are somewhat same timeline, so you have the same Chaos Gods in them. And so I'm not sure how the timelining works for that. Basically, Chaos always existed, and the Chaos Gods were always intervening here and there. And so that's why you have the Chaos stuff from both series. 2 flags help sort the chariot. Yeah, actually, yeah, that would. And would the 2 quality guys be helping help pull the hover barge forward? That would seem very in theme. Oh yeah, pretty fancy. Warhammer Fantasy. Yeah, exactly, Warhammer Fantasy. Yeah, pretty much, Warhammer 40k is meant to be 40k years later in the far sci-fi future. So they are somewhat same timeline. Age of Sigmar did something weird in their storylines. All models that will be reversed. I see. Nice. But same timeline, same Chaos Gods, just different eras. And then we ignore the part about how Age of Sigmar came along and basically said Old World literally exploded and broke the entire timeline and is linked to 40k. even though the Chaos Gods are the same. Ignore that part. We don't listen to that part. That was considered a bad move. Only if you could join the Chandas? I see, but cool. That's so cool anyway. Also, like, looking forward to what you're going to do with the other guys then. The Corley guys, for sure. Well, that's sort of the fun of Warhammer. Basically, both eras timelines are sort of linked together. Keyword is sort of. They've done lore changes and stuff that have unlinked them, but then it doesn't really make sense to unlink them. Well, that's just nitpicking. If you played one, you'll recognize bits of the other. Yeah, I've got the Age of Sigmar Blades of Khorne Spearhead box, which is like pretty much the fantasy version of Khorne 8 worshippers. And I use those to play as my world users right now. Because, you know, they've got the general same size, same body shape, similar style armor, same base size as well, keyword. I was like, huzzah. Use the most latest Chaos Marine armies? Yeah, indeed. Like, you can get his Warp Spawn or something. Oh, Warp Spawn! That could work. We saw some smexy Dark Elf from Warhammer was like, I need to go deeper. Oh, is it the Dark Eldar, that Dark Eldar lady with a fan? If so, I know what you're talking about. She's, in a weird way, she's cool, but for what Dark Eldar do, she seems a bit too generic pretty versus evil pretty. I've seen some people give her like makeup jobs and stuff to make her more Dark Elder-like, and then she looks perfectly fine. So I think it just comes down to just how they painted the mini, honestly. But yeah, there's so many factions and cool things with Warhammer. It's a shame a lot of it doesn't match, the tabletop doesn't match some of the lore behind it. But that's part of the reason why we enjoy it. The lore gives us an idea and a fantasy to believe in for our models. We're making a model Archon that have sitting on the throne, and then one where he is on foot. Yes. That'd be nice. Yeah, I need to, speaking about on foot, I need to do my Mark II Marines to have my Death Company on foot, because I have the 10 on with jump packs now, which are very useful. I feel like I need to make the foot versions of them now to try out with the current attachments. Just having like little 5-man Death Company squads on feet running around, screening out as they need to, and skirmishing against small units here and there, or tying up big units, which what they're supposed to do in the lore. They're just going to charge close to the enemy unit and go blah 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 at it. They'll probably die in the process, but they'll be much harder to kill them, and they're probably going to do some damage before they go. So many minis to build and paint, so little time. And again, as you can see, this current project with this knight is, well, technically this is a Titan. This is certainly its own major full-time project that I need to commit my time to. Again, I'm hoping at least, again, I probably can't finish this tonight. I'm hoping I can finish this tomorrow, though, off stream. Because basically, all I have to do is finish painting all the rest of these armor panels, glue on some magnets on the upper arm, and then do the base, and it's done. All the major like internal parts are painted already. They're just waiting for the armor panels. There we go. Number 2. Stick it on. Hydrate, you bastard, hydrate. Oh, I have to paint this little part back here still. There you go. That's 2 armor panels done. What do you think? Sounds cool. Looking forward to seeing the progress with those. For sure. No, without fan, I cannot find it. So many things draw, but no time. I know that feeling, man. Oh, I get my water hydration. Yeah, I was like, I've been trying to practice drawing when I hurt my shoulder for a bit and had to not paint models for a few weeks. I got to practice my drawing. I was like, yes. There's all this fan art I want to do of other streamers and stuff, and just drawings I want to do in general. But then it's like, I really have hard time finding time to just draw everything I want to do, combined with painting the things I want to do and build the things I want to do. What's this? No, last message. Make a model for your Archon now, have one sitting on the throne, and then one weighs on foot. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And also, only things joining Tantalus. Also, I use the Chaos Marine armies. Oh yeah, using those extra models in Chaos Marines sounds cool. Yeah, can't wait to see those. Hold on, where did the armor panel I just touched go? Oh, okay, no, that's okay. Here's two. So here's two of these claws. I have to remember to actually do the claws as well. So actually, let me pull these off before I forget, because they are not done. They have small details left to do. That's just the core armor panel done. Also, I need to, because these little claws on it have little chainsaw blades, so I need to detail these fronts as well a bit. So how did I get some brass? I got some brass paint on that piece, and I don't think that was intentional. That's color fix as well. Yeah, okay, so do these armor pieces first. All these armor panels on this set. Then touch up the rest of the colors on the weapons themselves, and stick that armor on, and then that'll be good. Take up. Again, thank you for that hydration. I have hydrated. Now let me just very carefully jam these colors between everything. Wow, okay, that burp had a bit of my gyoza taste on it. I hope that stays down. I haven't done anything super extraneous to make it come back up. Gyoza. Let's just paint along here. Also, I still need to... Oh, I really didn't know I burped. I wish I did. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? Quick, put it into that tracker thing! Yeah, basic. So many things to build, paint, and draw so little time, and I just gotta commit to one thing or another. I still haven't gotten used to trying to use my drawing tablet. So I still, when I do have time to sketch and stuff, it's on post-it notes and paper. Just because I'm used to the resistance feel of the paper. So I have some control. I have to have control over my pencil. I think my plan is, when I try to do my practice, I'm going to practice more on pencil paper first to just get the hang of doing the proportions and everything. Then I'll probably then use those sketches later as the base work to do digital art after, for the coloring and rest of the work. Hello, Nurgle Matthew. Digging it? Thank you kindly. This is, again, a really nice blue. This Iconoclast, I really like this Iconoclast Titan. It's just, there's so many small pieces to paint, and I have to be so careful that it's just taking time to finish. Well worth the time, but it is taking time. And I don't think I can have it ready for any games I'm going to be playing this week. But maybe games next week, for sure. There's a weird thing, gotta be extra patient, because I can't really use these models till they are at least mostly built. But I have to leave them in pieces to make painting not be a nightmare for myself. So they are very hard to actually, pretty much impossible to play with until after I finish all their paintwork. At least for the big ones, at least. I might be able to get away with it with the smaller knights, just because they have, well, a lot less details to work with. There we go. So like, I want to play with them, but I can't. I need to at least get their main paintings finished first. And then comes the thing of, how the fuck am I going to transport these in and out the club to be used? Answer is very carefully and very annoyingly. Yeah. That's why I'm doing it. Whatever suits you. Yes, indeed. I remember someone told me a trick where basically I can tape a piece of paper to the drawing tablet to get the paper-like feel, and I did try that until the paper started sliding around on the tablet because I was pushing too much pressure. I was like, whoops-a-daisy, the paper's going with the pen. In this case, well, practice makes perfect, but I feel like I should practice getting the actual art working first, and then I can I have the technique down at least for my pencil control on paper. Let's work on getting the art done first, and then I can go and work on my technique on the tablet later. Once I can actually start producing, I'd say, usable art for the things I want to do. There's a device that can do that? Ooh, I see. Like, I guess another film or something that goes on top. I should check it out. My thing was basically, I think I saw there was like they had some, which had paper feel inbuilt to the tablet base, but I went with a cheap tablet just because I just wanted to get used to it first. Draw on paper and then make your art digital. Oh, interesting. Is this a scanner? A scanner with a black line filter? That could work. But yeah, that is what the plan was. At least initially, is I'm going to hand draw the sketch and first stuff, then scan it into the computer, and then use that as a guide for the actual digital arting on top of that. Because there's many things I want to do. Again, as I said, most of this channel is me doing model kit stuff. But it's a case of I'm going to at least DIY my way through each part of it. Like every different part of thing, like emotes and so on. I'm going to at least do my own DIY attempt at it first. And then we'll see if I like commission or otherwise things after that beyond that. Okay, so this is a hobby channel. Sometimes, like especially with painting, you just gotta jump into it and just do it. And I want to show that no, you can just jump into it and just do it. It takes practice and stuff, but you can do it. So that's the ethos of the channel. There's also the ethos of I'm gonna try to DIY my own things first, then seek help or commission after that. Of course, the issue is now the case of I only have so many hours in a day to even commit to doing this. Maybe I can't DIY everything I want to do just because I don't have the time to do it. Literally. Again, too many hobbies, too little time. There we go. Of course, in my case, also because I tend to, especially like, example, my own character model and stuff, which is, by the way, this current one is based on the model kit I have, and I've painted, and then I did my own DIY rigging of this. Oopsie, everything. It's Hunion Note. Oh, I think mine's a Hunion, but it's not the note. But ooh, thank you for letting me know that. I will take a note of this Hunion Note. Look at later. Also, thank you for the lurk. Greatly appreciate it. Let me see. Hunion Note. There we go. Save that for later. Thank you kindly. Have a good look. Ugh. Oh my god, how long? I've been at this for 2 hours and I've barely gone, well, I would say barely gone progress, but I've not gotten as many armor panels as I thought I would get going, right? And I'm already getting a bit of eye strain from this, even with the breaks and the ad break we're having right now. Let's see. Okay, no, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push through this to get, as I said, get this batch of things I've trimmed up already, finish trims on this, and finish the weapons up tonight. And then I'll do the leg, I guess the leg and torso armors tomorrow when I wake up. Since I'm having a public holiday here. Yeah. That feels like the plan. Because now in this case, part of me wants to stay up late on the holidays, but at the same time, I know that's going to wreck my sleep schedule, so I'm not going to try to stay up too late on the holidays. I'll stay up a little late on the holidays as a treat. There we go. Very carefully reach it in there. Perfect. Just make sure I get all these edges. There. Yeah, thank you for the suggestion. I will check it up later for sure. So did I miss a spot here? Sort of ish. There we go. Just a bit of extra coverage. There we go. These are some lovely looking pieces. Oh, that's hey, that's a nice focus angle. Let's now bring this out again. Ugh. There we go. Whoa, jeez. I say though, regardless of like saying I want to do all the things myself, DIY and so on, I don't think it's a cheat, maybe a semi-cheat or whatever. But I picked up the Emote Lab thing on Steam, and that looks like a cool thing to work off of. And see if I can't make something. I do know it's the Emote Lab stuff is a lot more humanoid than I like, but then let's just say I did have plans for a humanoidish model, which I was going to sketch myself. Then, haha, get fucked. You don't have time to sketch it. But you know, maybe possibilities. Maybe I can use it as an inspiration for what the humanoid model is going to be like, even. So I'll be playing around with that Emote Lab thing off stream as well for bits. And just, you know, see what we can get. I might pick up the customizable VTuber models. If I can make it look nice and work right, I might just pick up the customizable VTuber model they offer. And see what funny things I can do with that, or toggles or whatever. It'll be a cool little thing to play with. I do need to also... Oh my god, there's so many things. First I have to go through all the things of designing my updated model, trying to sketch it out and stuff. Then I have to also go back and relearn how to do rigging stuff. Because again, it's because I never actually got to the mouth rigging, which is part of why I have this respirator on all the time. Although this respirator does have a meaning. I did airbrush with lacquer paints a lot for the Gundam models before, and so I still paint with it slightly if it's often here and there. I've mostly switched to acrylics now, and you know, safety first. So I was like, yep, it's still part of my character design, but I would like to have a mouth so I may scream. I may scream sweet nothings into your ears as you punch me in the dick balls with the redeems. You heard me right. You heard me exactly right what I just said. So, yeah. Thing is, again, issues that I've gone into this hobby of Warhammer, and it takes budgeting even with the sales to figure out what to get, what not to get. But, you know, might be a fun thing to do, still. At least until I can get my own shit going together. But I've been saying that for like 2 years now, and then I've just not had time in 2 years for various reasons of life. Yeah, well, that went pretty well. Okay, and this is for the chainsaw arm. Oh yes, get another stretch quick. Ooh, half of a burp just then. Just a little switch. Wait, have I got any pings? I have gotten a ping. What is this ping about? Oh yeah, cool. Yep, that actually is damn cool. Okay, let's see. Let us see. So fill in these bits. Recheck the smaller details on these. Recheck the details and paint. Like here, I need to... Did I? No, I did not fully cover that because that is a joint like that that's going to get No, you know, that does need some gunmetal, so that was going to need some gunmetal on it. And the small details there. Stick those all together. The chainsword, I believe I've gotten every color application I want done, knowing that some armor is going to go on top of this later anyway. So yeah. So finished filling these in. Small details these. Small details the arm. Glue the panels on. And then that's tonight's bit of progress done. So, okay, so last time we got progress on this frame. No, last time was the entire frame done. Last time was the body and leg main integrated armor panels. Today has been the weapons. And then maybe tomorrow will be the leg armors. And hopefully the torso armor plates. Off stream, unfortunately. But then that's just how it goes with timing and stuff. Because I don't really know how my schedule is going to be for the next few days. And then we've got... And yeah, so... Unlikely I can't play this model this week, but... It looks like we're on track for next week for me to play with the model. And also that means on track for streams next week to begin the next project I'm going to be working on, which okay, so I'm not sure if I want to do another big night as my next project yet. Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow, Sweet Metal VT. Welcome, welcome. Again, I'm not sure if I'll make the next project another night. Kind of want to do that, but also I might do it, make it one of my other Marines. Or my Necromunda. I need to get that going as well. Shit, no, yeah, I got my Necromunda going. So my next project might be Necromunda painting. And I'll do another night off stream since it's going to be pretty similar to this. So yeah, okay, no, okay, that's the plan. Finish this night, then after that it will be Necromunda painting. While concurrently doing another larger night off stream. Which will be less detailed than this one, so it should be easy to handle on the side. Hello, and welcome. Thanks for the follow. I'm Coleman, the Plamo VTuber. I do a lot of Plamo building, model kit building, painting, and so on. Right now I'm doing painting of this lovely Iconoclast Titan up here. I'm doing its weapons right now. Here's the main body, which is almost done. It's waiting for these other bits to be added. And here's the naked legs, waiting for their armor panels, because those panels are going to be red. And now today I'm just working on all the blue pieces. And, yeah. Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. And also I see VT in the name, so are you a VTuber too? That would be very interesting. Let's quickly fill this in. Right, so the paint's feeling a bit thick. I need to thin this down a bit. VTuber, hey, nice. Welcome. Always like to catch other VTubers, especially if they're active online around the same time I am. Because this is not normally, well, this is not a USA friendly time zone as I am well aware of to stream at. But it is a time zone friendly to my spare time. There we go, just right around here. Okay, this is so much easier to paint because it's got such a large flat area with nothing for me to really have to finagle around. I'm enjoying this part. This is going miles faster than those claw armored pieces. Although that means they will need a second coat for sure. This is called 2 thin coats, and it will, especially for these large flat areas, they will need a second coat to properly fill in the color for sure. Yeah, but mine thing, do it later. Let's see. Whoop. I've gotten some paint very close to that fell. I'm gonna have to clean my brush out after I get this piece done. Yeah, oh my god, I'm just slamming through these pieces now that they don't have all the tons of detail trims for me to reach around. Reach around. There we go. So maybe I might get a bit more progress tonight then, since since these are going much faster. It's like boom, done. Literally, boom, done. Well, let's clean up the brush a bit, and my paint's starting to dry up, so I need to put more in. And, Cole, why don't you use a wet palette? It's because I'm too fucking lazy to get my wet palette out. I'd rather just repeatedly reload small bits of paint here and there over and over again. There we go. Okay. Thin it down. And let's slam this with some color now. Oh, it just goes straight in. Yeah, also, I'm so tempted... In this case, I'm so tempted to get more Legions Imperialis Knights and, well, Titans stuff to proxy as Knights. But they are expensive. That's the thing. They are expensive. And as you can see, they are a very, very big time sink painting-wise. Reach around... Yes, indeed, Toesman. I will always do a reach around for your baby. Toes around, even if I can. Also, welcome, Toesman. Hope you're doing well. Just like, yeah, I want to get more of these, but they are quite a time sink to paint compared to regular Knights. I was saying anything, once you get to anything smaller than this Iconoclast, it actually is more expensive to try to proxy with the Titans just because of how War Dogs come in sets of 2, while the Warlords are only in sets of 1. It just so happens that 1-to-1, the Iconoclast Titans are the same price as a Questoris Knight, and the same size-ish, with a slight base size change. I need to get a dry brush. Let's solve a little paint mistake here. There we go. Okay, there we go. I can touch that up later with the brass if I have to. There we go. Okay. Hello indeed. Ugh. Let's see. Wow. It's already been 2.5 hours, and I'm not as far as I thought I would have been, but at least I'm going to be, by the time I would normally end stream, I'm going to have a chunk done, pretty much the weapon systems painted and done. So that'll be a good milestone to stop at. Oh, God. And then, I don't know how my schedule will be for tomorrow, but it is a holiday off, so I'll probably work a bunch of this off stream tomorrow as well, between what other events and stuff come up. But I do really want to get this damn thing done. Spain VTubers Transformer. Ooh, hey! Nice. I do like that. And then you have Necrons. Ooh, I do like that as well. Very fancy. I'm going to... Let me just give you a little itty bit of a follow. Boom. Well, kindly. I hope to catch your streams eventually. Let me just give a quick follow on the socials. Bammo. Ooh, I see. Ooh, nice Transformers, mate. Pretty cool. There we go. Oh, where did my OBS go? Where did my OBS go? Okay, here you go. Find my OBS again. Plop. Very nice. Let me just fill this. Yeah, you can see, yeah, the coverage is not that complete on these flat surfaces here. So, again, it's called Two Thin Coats. The brand is literally called Two Thin Coats for a reason. Use 2 thin coats to get the coverage to work. Thing is, this dried pretty quick, so I'm just getting the second coat on right now. There we go. Anyway, fill this in. I have a few little Necrons from the 9th edition starter set, which I've only slightly painted. I should go back to painting those as well, just so I have a little opposing army to use here and there. It was because I think I haven't done them yet because I couldn't commit time to get all their glowing effects done. in a neat way. Plus, there's also, I keep having more Space Marines or as well now Chaos Knights to work with. There we go. We just reach it in there and around. Well, they're cool. Little creepy, spooky skeletons. Gosh, thank you very much. No problem. There we go. Let's put this in here. Come on. There. Okay. Clean the brush up. Okay, while these arm panels dry, let's... The chainsaw is done. The claw needs a bit of work. So I know for sure I need to get a little bit of gunmetal on the back of this claw piece. You know, just a splot of Vallejo gunmetal. Again, most of the paints I use are Citadel, Vallejo, and two thin coats. Because that's what's available here for acrylic painting. But also, they just work. There we go, just cover this back part here, which was not covered before. Let's just touch up the spots here that'll be visible. We're gonna have this spot down here around the between the fingers does show between the armor panels, so I do need to at least color it to be metallic. Nice and carefully. One, two, three. Here, oh, four. Nice and carefully here. We're in the final stretch for today's stream. Okay, what else did I need to touch up on this? Oh, right. I forgot the bit of brass I got onto that claw part here. But also I need to do the little chainsaw finger parts he has. I mean, a little bit of a yellow silver dry brush. So, thin brush for now. Thin brush for now. Where's my Vallejo aluminum? Here we go. Almost all the work I do with silver, I use with this Vallejo Model Air aluminum. It just works. It's a very smooth silver color. It's not thick or streaky, and it just works. It's a very nice metallic silver. We just adjust this up a bit further. Let's get a wash up with the brush. Then take a bit of the silver on the tip. And then let us apply it to the teeth of the little chainsaws here. Just very lightly with the tip of the brush. Very nice and carefully along the top edge. Same for the other fingers. Along the side. And extra careful along all these teeth. I think some of these details might warrant a bit of copper brass colorings as well, but we'll get to that when I get to that. Just stay focused on the task at hand. Silvering all these teeth. Around. Like so. There. Again. Along. All the teeth. Inner teeth. Okay. And then next row. I feel like this could also use a dry brush as well, silver, so I'll get that prepared after I get these teeth done. Again, usually my dry brushing is a bit heavier than I'd like it to normally be, but gotta practice it one way or another. Okay, come on, give me more silver. Yeah, okay, like so. Last set on this finger. Right along. Like so. Same on this. Right along. Okay. Then along the top edges. I think also this brush already is, I think it's really good enough. There we go. It's really good enough to dry brush. It dried out as I was using it to paint those parts, so let's just use it to lightly dry brush these areas. Well, not that lightly, but still lightly enough with the remaining of the paint on the brush. There we go. Get a bit more. There we go. Get a spot more. The inside of these chainsaws need some silvering. Very carefully. Nice. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes together now. Oh, wait, no, not yet. These have some details to work with still. I think these details should be gunmetal, honestly. Oh, no, dark steel. Let's go with the dark steel, actually. Where's my dark steel? Here it is. Vallejo dark steel. Go. So, we have a bit of a color variance upon these. Just as whatever this little inner recessed area is, we dark steel. What I think dark steel and a bit of that combination of dark steel and the brass there actually would look nice. Okay, we're getting fancy already, but it's worth it for this lad. Let's just get the dark steel down first. 2, 3, and 4. Nice and carefully. Okay. Now, we're going to mix more metallics. Going to get the Balthazar Gold out, which is like a lovely brass color. Just because I can't find my damn... I have a big pot of Vallejo copper and brass color. Literally can't find it anywhere in my room. Don't know where the heck it could be. But I have this Balthazar Gold from a paint starter set which I got. And so, it's brass. I'm going to just use what's on hand. I'm probably not going to use too much of it to run out. Famous last before I run out. There we go. Just that little part around the piping there will get the brass color to it. And this was this little interlocked part here. There we go. Just a small bit of extra visual interest to these areas. Same for this one. Load it. Just get the small little part next to that piping we just painted. And then the little interlock part here. Yeah. Okay. Boop. Again, small touch I can actually handle after the fact now, because we got enough colors to get the coverage we need. And I will be magnetizing the arms so that they can be detached easily for transport reasons more than weapon swapping reasons. Weapons, I think we got the way the weapons work, we have to commit to the attachment of them. But at least, like, if I can make the arms magnetized, I can take them off for when I bring them in and out of the club. Whoop. Okay. Four. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Ugh, come on. Hold steady. Then, on the side. Slam this in coverage. Okay. Boom. All right. What oh! Getting more small bits here. This has a little detail spot here at the back, which I was going to do in a different color, and I think I'm going to do it in the gold brass. Just a lovely little two-tone sort of brassy golds happening here. That said, though, also I just realized this whole thing, I need to do the edge trim. I missed the edge trim on the back edge of that, so I have to also handle that. There we go. Just get this covered first. Come on, blow it up the rest. Establish that color in. Okay. Got that Runo brass to finish up that trim part. just along this back edge. There we go. Okay. Gonna brush. Let us begin the test fitting and everything. I'm gonna put my palette to the side because I think at the timing now is going to be a good time to stop soon, but let me first do the fit check. Biamo. Actually, hold on. For this, because this is some brighter colors, let me drop the camera exposure by a notch so it feels a bit easier to see. There we go. Here, look at that. Look at the two-tone brasses, the gunmetals, the blues, and the silvers on this. Ooh, that's really pretty. If I do say so myself. And I do. Okay, and this, whoa. Right now I'm just going to pressure fit these first, just to make sure I haven't missed anything. But then they will have to glue in place. I want to make sure I haven't missed anything first before I glue it, so it's easier for me to fix. Look at that. And I think this will bend the arm like that. This will have this elbow joint somewhat like this. Or is it going to be like this? I think it goes like this. Yes. There we go. There's what the fist is going to look like. Oh, I think it's a fucking cool looking fist if I do say so myself. So that's what this fist is going to be like. And then this piece, as I know, this crown part faces up. Let's see, in the tags below, in the information section, you can see one of my links reference sheet showing what it transforms into. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Looking for the link. Oh shit, that's pretty cool, pretty fancy. Ford GT. Damn, pretty nice. Very nice design, love it. Thank you. Okay, where does this will go here, it looks like. Oh, here we go. Okay, goes like this. Boom. Okay, that's also pretty nice and cool and neat. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? I think since these look like they're right, let's go for it. Let's go for it. I can reach my brush around as I need to fix up anything if need be. Let's go for the very careful glue-on maneuver. Basically, just do a very small dab of it on the parts that will stick out and glue in place. And then just hold it in place after. Boom. Okay, press. So that's going to be one side of that. Let's get the other side ready. A little small dollop. That one will link in there. Boom, good old push. And here you go. That's the chain sword, ready to go. Put that down. Then let's just recheck the mounting point of this piece. Okay, so this definitely goes like that. Okay, let's see how that goes. Very careful, little dollop of glue. Tasteful dollop of glue. And we send it in. Bam. Tasteful dollop sent and pressed. Oh, let's do the same for the other. Tasteful dollop. And send it. Send it and press. Look at that. Now these, let me pop these off, because I have to see how the heck these actually glue into now. Actually, I see how they glue into. I see exactly how they glue in. Little... Very light little dollop, not too much. Okay. And one of these just goes straight in. Bam. Push. Then repeat. Tasteful dollop. There we go. This slams on in. Press. Next. Very small little dollops. Press. Final. Okay. And press. Haha. Seal the super glue before it dries out on me. There we go. Look at that. Where? Ew, shit. The big claw arm. The big meaty claw. Very nice. Very lovely. Then this will later have to glue in onto this once I check the angle it needs to go at. I didn't do the magnetization. I need to do the magnetization still. But then after that, it should be a case of... Let me get this together as a sample, as a little sampler. Here's that turret piece. This will link in like so. Then this will link in here. And then we got that. And then we'll have this touching like this. Yeah. And there'll be armor panels around this shoulder piece as well. Huzzah. So yeah, there we go. I think, considering the time and everything, this is a good stopping point for this. I'd say pretty good progress. Got to touch up some paint. Got to finish up another chunk of the building. So yeah, very good. So I think, thank you all for coming. Also, ooh, wait, before I do that, where's my brush cleaning fluid? Shit. I have a brush cleaning fluid that I usually use to help with these metallics. I'll find it later. Okay, finally, but yeah, I think thank you for coming. Great, appreciate it. Let's wait on out now because it's late and I think I still kind of want to get some sort of sleep going today. So let me see. Whomst is there we can send the fun to at this current time zoney time. Whomst is there that I recognize? And look-see. Few people. Give me a moment. This. take a look-see. Take a look-see at who there is. Where is the category I'm in? Choose miniatures and models. Let's see who we got. Oop, I see options. Oh, that's my stream. Haha. Wow. Not almost no one. Holy shit. Okay then. Well then. We like that. Just browsing for friends. Yeah. Hopefully I can finish this thing tomorrow on stream. Well, off stream. And then on stream will be the next set of projects I work with. Until then, just give me a second as I browse for friends and so on. Hoops is there. Hoops is there. There's not many mini builders, but a lot of artists and otherwise. Oop, browse. Who do we have? Who do we have here? What? Wait a second. Is that not the thing I thought it was? Hold on. Bear with me for a second. Oh, I don't think I've gone to them in a little bit. So I might as well use this chance to do so. Let's try this. How do I get this to work? Oh yeah, let's go this way. Let's give them congrats. Slash raid. Yes, it's working. Okay. So thank you for coming. We're gonna go to Kenobi Fi, a lovely artist that I look in every so often. And yeah, let's see. They recently got 1,000K it seems. 1,000K, 1K followers. So yeah, let's wish them congratulations that. So let's see, raid message. Raid message is gonna be the community has come to not drip paint everywhere. We can add some emotes. I'll stick my own emotes, but y'all can change them to whatever you like. There we go. So yeah. So again, thank you for coming. Great, appreciate it. Again, I stream every Tuesday about 10 p.m. Japan Standard Time. And yeah, hopefully by next time I'll either be finishing this thing up next stream, or have finished it and we'll be working on the next project. So until then, let's go see this lovely pixel artist, and until next time. Until next time, I'll grab the claw. Here we go. Until next time, away we go. No.